wind, but we've got rain. That's right, rain in the desert. Thanks for coming in and joining me for part 2 from 4 to 6 p.m. It is Pip's Planespotting Live, and we have rain, light rain, in Phoenix. The wind's kind of held off so far, but you can see the rain starting to douse the valley here as we look west. We're pretty much in the same spot, a little bit further west in the parking garage. But there you can see the Phoenix skyline, but not much else. And looks like we've got rain headed to parts of the valley, and we've had a little sprinkles here at the airport. So thanks for joining in, and we're thrilled to be bringing you part 2. Pip's Planespotting is on the air. Got myself a salad, trying to get healthy, get me some greens, and I am back for more action. So enjoy, and let's have some fun today for the next 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer. Again, we're looking at the arrivals. Yeah, I saw Las Vegas went to crap for a while. I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't go there. It's super windy. So we've lucked out here in Phoenix. I was actually looking at that because you like to see what weather's going on in the area and see if it's coming your way. I saw in like one of the METARs from about 2 hours ago in Las Vegas that the winds were 25 gusting to 43, and they had recorded that peak gust of 43, which is pretty strong. So yeah, I was wondering if things were going to be like that here for a little bit, but they actually revised the forecast, so it's a little bit less menacing. We're still expecting 35 knot gusts after 8 or around 8, but so far the wind that was supposed to kick up around 3 hasn't really been that strong. I will definitely do that. I want to do that, and Aspen to do, because you're actually landing in the middle of a national park, and you're right next to the wildlife, the Elk Wildlife Refuge. So, and the other thing I was looking at is I thought about staying in Flagstaff tonight because it's cheaper, but they're getting pelted by snow. I think they're supposed to have a foot to, so I will be hanging here in Phoenix most likely tonight. The nice coast. God, now you got me thinking about other good approaches that I like. Ah, is that Tahoe, Sarah? Here's the WestJet arrival from Calgary. No, Edmonton. This bad boy's from Edmonton. The 737-800 passed right by Air Canada Rouge. What's the other carrier I was thinking of? Okay, so Canadian Airlines. What's the other carrier I was thinking of? Okay, so Canadian Airlines. It used to be like Air Canada and then Canadian Airlines, and that was it. And then Air Canada bought Canadian out because I think they were bankrupt or going to be bankrupt. So it was just them. So there's Air Canada Rouge, Air Transat, Sunwing Airlines, Porter, Lynx, Canada Jet Lines, those Swoop is another one, Flair. So yeah, there's been we talked about it earlier, but there's been like a huge growth in the Canadian airspace. Yeah. Which is interesting to see how they'll all like come together and if there's enough room for all of them. Pip with you live, broadcasting from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. If you are just tuning in, we encourage you to enjoy the content, ask any questions, and if you'd like and subscribe. You know, as Gear, you know pretty much as much as I do, probably more. We should do like a Jeopardy, an airline Jeopardy. That'd be kind of entertaining. Just funny because my background's in journalism. When I graduated with my degree in bachelor's, I thought I was going to be a TV news anchor. Then I found aviation and then I like it a whole lot better. Yeah, it's true. But in a few years, I was actually, and I had just talked to my Southwest friend, and he said they did vote for the agreement. So he's going to get a big pay bump for Southwest dispatchers. Whoops. Uh-oh, is there an emergency at the Mesa hangar? Perhaps somebody had an injury? One of the techs? I don't know that it'll be that much. I think it will be. I think that's probably once they're calmed out that they'll make that much, but not to start with, because that just seems like way too high because you're still probationary. Because it used to be when my buddy Morgan started, he was at 26, 27, and that was just 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. So we'll see if that's actually. I don't know. I'll have to ask him, but that just seems really, really high. I mean, it seems awesome, but really, really high. So we'll see. Good for them though. They've been on the current contract for 3 years now, so I know they were really starting to get ticked off, and they started picketing with the pilots a couple months ago. But I'm glad to see it got done. Pip joining you live from Phoenix, plane spotting in PHX. Phonetically correct. We'll be here till 6 p.m. I might stick it out. I did buy an outlet so that maybe, just maybe, we can catch the British Airways A350 that's late. It was supposed to come in at 6:15 and won't be here till just shy of 7 o'clock. So we'll see. Thanks for the likes and the subscriptions. Saw some new subscribers today, and that's thrilling. Want you to be a part of the conversation and enjoy kind of this little vacation getaway. For me, plane spotting super cathartic. I don't know if there's anything that you guys particularly like that's cathartic, but I enjoy it a lot. Don't see on the other side is, so United's over there and Alaska, and then, but on the other side of the airport, and we'll do that another time when we're on location again here, is Southwest, of course. But then you also have Frontier and Spirit and Breeze, and I think Hawaiian's over there as well on the south side of the Phoenix Sky Harbor. I just, and you bring up the fact that, and who was it? Brett earlier said they're talking about raising the pay at SkyWest. That's long overdue, but it was the same thing with Envoy. They couldn't hire anybody because the starting pay was only $16.23 with the inflation that was going on. So they definitely had to do something about it. So I hope SkyWest treats them right. They working pretty hard there too down in St. George, and it's just expensive to live in St. George. I mean, it's like 110,000 people. Las Vegas is 90 minutes away, and that's pretty much it. Salt Lake's 300 miles away, so I noticed that WestJet is very slow to roll out their planes with the new liveries. That started on the 787, but that was a couple years ago. But they've really been hanging on to painting a lot of their planes and then just saving it for like the Dreamliners for the MAX. A321neo. There tends to be a little bit of a lull, like around 4 until 4:30, 4:40, and then you've got a lot of departures and a lot of arrivals. Connect, huh? I'll have to check them out. Are they out of Canada or are they in the States? We're looking northwest right now, and northwest looks like we might have some showers. You can kind of see them. I'm able to zoom in close enough so you can see kind of the trailing edge of those mountains. Then they disappear. So there's light showers, I bet, going on just north in the valley. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for joining us and viewing. This is a fun time. I'm stoked that I did a double 2 for Tuesday, like we like to say in the old radio world, a 2 for Tuesday, and 2 for Tuesday, a Tuesday twin spin. So 2 times plane spotting. I think the easiest airports right now to get to, we're going to be in Southern California just due to the weather, maybe even the Bay Area. They're relatively close by. We'll see. A lot of the stuff I do on the back of my truck, so I may have to rent. I'm still waiting for, what is it, Northern Pacific out of Anchorage with the 757s that they've retrofitted. Yeah. Yep. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do remember them. I spoke too soon. We had no problems, and now I'm getting a connection able. You guys are still there. Just give me a heads up. It's saying connection is unstable. Had such a good day. And then they just popped my balloon. Okay. All right. We'll wait if I. Okay. All right. We'll wait if it fixes itself. So on my phone, I'm watching it. Yeah, I see. It is a little jerky. So wait a little bit longer. If not, then I'll try and reconnect it. It was actually doing pretty well too. A321 inbound from Minneapolis. That's a great spotting airport if you can get the runway configuration right and the wind's right. It's a great airport. All right, so it's still unstable, so we're going to disconnect. We're going to start it up again. So give me a second here to disconnect.